Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. I hope everybody had a great Father's Day weekend. Today I'm using the Coneflower Celebrations bundle, dies and stamp set. And I made a box because I didn't realize how big this actual flower was, so I figured this would be perfect for the top of a box. Alright, now the box measures 2 3/4 by 5 1/4 by 1 1/4 at the bottom part. It opens like this, and inside I have a bunch of fun-sized candy, Skittles, a Hershey bar, and a Starburst. I think you could fit probably a little bit more in there, but I didn't even try. That's a lot of little snacks. So, all right. Before I get to what we need today, I wanted to show you some new products that are coming out next month. First, dies. Here we go. First is the Tractor and Company. It looks very cute. It has the tractor and a trailer, and it has Christmas trees, pumpkins, and corn, a little chicken, a haystack. So this looks like it'll be a lot of fun for the whole fall and even the summer with the corn. That's usually August, I think, right? So I got that set. I got this set that's adorable, Spooky Halloween, and I think I'm going to be doing a kit with this one if I can get the paper and all that doesn't sell out, but this is adorable. And I also got the Fright Night bundle. This is a nice cling set, and then the dies have the dies to cut these out, and some really cool spider webs, boo, eek, a spider, and a little tab for the top of and a label. Right, so this is good. There are some Christmas ones I should have probably gotten, but I didn't get them yet. And the other thing I only got the dies for this. This is called the Label Me Grateful dies, and I think this is just great. You could use this for a lot of different things. This, I believe, is a poinsettia. And we have fall leaves and acorns, so it could be for any time of the year, but I really wanted to do something with this, so I got that. I also got these are the Halloween embellishments. They are Shimmer Star foam stickers. They're really cute, and they come with a lot, which I like. I got this. This is Fresh Freesia iridescent ribbon, and it looks really good. I haven't opened it yet, though. I love it when they have a nice ribbon for Halloween. It's all nice and sparkly. It's so nice, and it's lightweight, but it feels heavy enough to do nice bows. So I got that. I got some of the iridescent treat bags from the Spooky Halloween suite, because the suites right now are buy one get one half. And I got the paper for that set also, and the paper is called Spooky Suite Specialty Designer Series paper, and I think it's adorable. And then they have 2 sheets of the nice cutouts at the end with different types of animals on there. So all of this will be available the beginning of July if you're interested. And I think I will be doing a kit with this one. All right, now let's get to our stuff for today. All right, for this box, we need a piece of thick basic white cardstock that is 8 1/2 by 5 3/4. I have to use some not so thick because I ran out. But for the topper, I used the scraps of thick that I still have. We need 2 pieces of the Perfectly Plaid Designer Series paper. This is boho blue. So if you have boho blue thick cardstock, the regular cardstock that we sell still, because this color retired, you could do it with that one too. That would be nice. All right, so we need 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 3 3/4. I cut 2 of the leaves and the stem from old Olive Cardstock, and 1 of these bubble pieces from Basic White. All right, let me get my Simply Scored. And we're going to start on the 8.5 inch side. Score at 1/2, 1 3/4, 4.5, and 5 3/4. Turn it to the 5 3/4 inch side and score at 1 1/4 and 5 1/4. All right, now fold and burnish your score lines. All right, so how we're going to start is there is 2 1/2 inch rectangles, one here and one across the top, and then there is a 1 1/4 inch strip at the bottom. I don't know if you'll be able to see this too well, but that's what we're going to be doing. On the top here, we're only leaving this piece, and then we're cutting off all this, and then the bottom, this is where our tabs are. All right, so we're going to start over here, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up. Go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge that square. Go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the first score line and wedge that square. We get a piece of old olive so you can actually see. All right, now we're going to turn it so that the 1/2 inch rectangles are on the bottom and right here. All right, so now we're going to go to this first score line, cut it to the first score line, and take all of this off. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces that we cut off there. All right, now this piece we're going to have to do a pretty deep wedge, because we have to fit our flower over that. But it can always get deeper, so don't worry about that too much, okay? And then just wedge up a little bit on that 1/2 inch rectangle at the end. All right, so that's what your cardstock should look like when you're done. All right, now we're going to put some tear and tape on this side rectangle, 1/2 inch rectangle next to the score line. Take the backing off. All right, now we're going to flip it over, turn over the side with the tape, and then, whoops, the other side to meet it. There we go. Perfect. All right, now where our seam is right here is the back, so put those 2 tabs in and close this piece first. And now let's put our 2 pieces of DSP, one on the front and one on the back. All right, now we'll let that dry and we'll do our stamping. So we need some thick Basic White cardstock. And I'm going to use some Tuxedo Black ink. And we're going to stamp our coneflower towards the bottom. And then we need the die, which is this big piece. And only one of these sides is going to match up. because see how this doesn't match up because it's the reverse, the mirror image for the back. So we're going to put this on and I'm going to cut it out and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that is what we have. Now we're going to stamp the back. I mean, you don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it. It's going to be a little bit off, but it's okay. So, just because I feel like the back of the box is almost as important as the front. And I know it's going to be off. I'm just going to try to put it on the top part. Get the top part right. All right. And it's going to be a little off. There's going to be some picked pieces underneath, but it's fine. All right. Let's start on this piece here. This side, the right side. And I'm only using 3 markers. Dark Pecan Pie and light and dark Daffodil Delight. So with the dark Pecan Pie, I'm just going to be doing the tops of the flowers. And then with the light Daffodil Delight, I'm just going to go down all the flowers. I'm not going to be really neat about it. I'm just going to get some color on all of the petals. Then I'm going to come in with the dark. And I'm going to do one side of the flowers. Just kind of messy too. I'm not going to be completely perfect with it, but I am going to do kind of the back ones. I'm just going to kind of color in with that dark. Okay, just make sure we have enough dark hanging around everywhere. And then I'm going to fill in some more with the light, but not, we want there to be a little bit of white showing for some highlights. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, and that's all our coloring now. All right, so now we need our box. This part with the flap up there is at the back. So that's what we're going to attach this back piece to. So what I'm going to do is put some glue on this flap. It's a 1/2 inch flap. And then make sure you have the back. And what we're going to do is put the flower as low, center it and put it as low as we can so that it does not show. All right, so I'm just going to make sure that's centered, and that's pretty low. I have it to there about. So the height might vary. I might have put this one a little bit higher. No, they're about the same, so I think they'll still be 5 1/4 high. All right. And then you would put in whatever you want, and then you're going to push in with your fingers there and then squeeze the top. Well, we need to let this dry nicely before we put our adhesive dots on it. Make sure this is nicely closed at the top. All right, so while that's drying, let's get our piece of basic white, and I'm going to use You Made My Day, and I'm just going to put it right at the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to cut that out. You can use either do it by hand or do it with your cutter. Okay, I did this, and it's about, I cut it down to about 2 1/4, maybe 2 3/8. All right. And then we have this piece. And what I'm going to do is kind of make it so that it ends where, straddle it so where it ends around at 2 circles. Alright, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom, only about 1/8 of an inch up from the bottom of the sentiment. And then I'm just going to cover about half of the circles and put it down, half of the up and down of the circles. Okay, then I'm just going to cut off the edges. Alright, and there we have a nice scallop underneath. Alright, now we're going to put some adhesive vinyl Velcro dots on our flower. Alright, so I'm going to start with the sides, and I'm going to put one right there. Just make sure that it's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then the other one right here. And then because it's the thick cardstock, we need one more, like right in the middle. All right, and then put the other sides on them. Okay, now we're going to squeeze the box and get those vinyls to stick. Gently pull it up, and they all worked, and then just give them another extra. And that is how our box closes. So it stays open a little bit up there, but a good amount. Nothing should slip out of there. Okay, now we need our leaves and our stem, and I'm going to stick the stem, well, it's going to be right where that is, so we'll put the stem right next to it and have it come down over here. And we're going to have to cut a little off the top. It's a little longer than I wanted. Alright, so I'm just going to put that down, just right that next to the Velcro dot. And then I'm just going to snip off that extra that hangs over. Okay, and close it again. And then I'm going to put this leaf, I'm just going to kind of put some glue wherever I can, not too much so that it squeezes out too much. And I'm going to put this piece right about there. Kind of a little bit above it, just like that. Okay, right now we need our sentiment, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. I'm going to put it right, I'm going to cover the bottom of the 2 leaves, but I'm going to have it come out to the edge of the box on the right. Alright, now I'm going to get some baker's twine, and I'm going to double it and tie a bow. White baker's twine. Okay, then I'm going to get a glue dot and some liquid glue and attach this right above the side of the sentiment. Okay, now for the final touch, I'm going to take some of the muted palette dots in the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to put one there, a small one, a large one there, a small one over there, and a small one up there. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. All my info is below. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you next time. Bye.